Thank you, dear. All right. I guess we're going to try Disco Elysium. I got to figure out the problems with the other games, and I don't have the time or patience to screw with it right now. So we're going to be a cop. What kind of cop will I be? Will I let the power go to my head? Or will I protect and serve? Options. I guess we'll try it with the controller, but keyboard and mouse might be a bit easier. The hell is this? Whatever. Oh, I don't want spoilers. Select an archetype. I don't know, Miss Common Noun, formerly known as Miss Smooth Pimpin'. What do you think? Am I a thinker? Extremely intelligent, very bad with people, knows interesting facts, comes up with original ideas? Or am I sensitive, very psychological, a magnetic personality, but unstable? Yeah, I think I'm probably this one. The Furies are at home in the mirror. It is their address. It is their address. I didn't read the rest of it.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever. Never, ever, ever, baby. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it. Yes, it is. You got it, sweet brother. Nothing upon nothing upon nothing.
How about you cough up some more of that sweet oblivion?
Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage.
Allons-y. Let's go.
All right. Nothing town to fuck all borough. Great choice, Elder One. It has always been like this, and it always will.
Wait, no. I need to belittle myself
Do you
instead.
really?
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating poured so much on yourself. Got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first.
There's this giant ball there. An evil apes. And the evil apes are juking it out on the ball. You're one of them. It's basically all just evil apes juking it out on a giant ball. Infinitesimally small. You can't even make out it's a ball when you're joking it out. It's that large. Vying for resources is just a stupid expression you picked up somewhere. The part of the presentation you want to take home with you is this. You have to beat the other evil apes in the face, or you lose. Yes, it is. And you drowned in that sadness a long time ago. You lost.
Alright, this game is definitely going to be easier with a keyboard and mouse. Looks like someone tore out the tape while the song was playing. A reel-to-reel tape player is still on, rolling empty. Hold tab to highlight. I guess I should put on some clothes.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Hot water sprays from the base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor. As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
Maybe I should touch it first, make sure there's nothing wrong with my face.
Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it.
What's wrong?
Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin. Bet you are. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you.
At least my tongue is okay.
It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers. Behold. You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
Dear Lord, help me, what is this?
Whatever it is, at least it's dead now. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face?
I'm not making it, the face is making it
Please
itself.
stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
I don't know, this game might be getting a little too real for me, and it's just begun. So, I don't...
You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey? You are correct.
Alright, so encyclopedia, it's like dig deep into your mind and locate the source of the expression.
Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now. It's too late. Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it.
This art style, though, with like the brush strokes and stuff, it's really nice. Alright. What's this? You see bottles in the bathtub, wine, beer, and sweet liqueurs. Put on some pants. Break this
The
window.
window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside. A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent.
What did this then?
More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact. It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist. The single green shoe you found fits the hole almost as well as your foot. It would have also been heavy enough if thrown with force. Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you could still find the other one on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room.
Maybe it
You
wasn't me.
mean someone else took your shoe off and smashed the window with it?
I suppose I
The
should go
cool
get that
wind
shoe.
gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold. This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. Or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself to your neck so that you may continue your adventures together in this strange world. The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now. You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. Warning, warning, the necktie is no longer contained. What you have in your hand is a fantastically colorful tie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose. A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain. It's just a little hangover-induced photosensitivity. Don't overreact. The lights are off.
I don't see anything else to do here. Oh, is that?
You hear a
Oh,
jingle.
okay.
Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
There's something on the table.
Hello, officer.
The young
Hey, baby.
woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
No.
There's only one solution to this. You're a businessman.
Because you're a police officer, sir.
You're shitting me.
I'm not. Unless you've been shitting us all this time. You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less. Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking. Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
A glib remark. Don't let it stand. Assert yourself. Retreat is not a winning tactic.
Put the moves on her. Try the expression. Let her know you want her. Physically.
The words have already left your mouth.
I want to have fuck with you.
What was that? That's not even how words are used. What did you say? Come on. Say it again.
I don't want to.
Come on, man. Freddie, please. One more time.
Don't back down now. Say what you said again. Proudly.
Goddamn right you did. You crazy asshole, you. What kind of cop are you?
A cop of the apocalypse.
Has the time come already?
Cops walking around with no memory of who they are, saying what I just said. The end can't be more than 2 days away.
You're one intense cop. Anyone ever tell you that?
I'm sure I'm usually less intense. I don't know why this stuff keeps coming out of my mouth.
Alright then. Looks like I should go and prepare for what's to come. And thank you. This has been delightful. I do hope it happens sooner. Otherwise... It's gonna suck for you later when you have to interrogate me. And for the record, no, I didn't do it.
March of 51. Looks like she left a nice long stub in this ashtray. Still smoke. Can I pick it up? How do I go? Do I need to go out here to get my shoe? A gust of briny wind washes over you.
There they both are, two identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet.
Wait, these do not look like normal cop shoes.
It's pretty clear a normal cop is not what you are.
How do they
Good,
fit?
they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
Why is my window not broken? The smell of the sea makes you dizzy.
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it. The living shit. Your mesolimbic reward pathway does not mince words. It once smokes. Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma? You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette stub, still smoldering deliciously.
The use of adjectives is impressive.
How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that. A carton. Make sure they're all healthy and able-bodied. Then smoke them all.
The idea seems to make your neck expand. Suddenly, the garish tie feels very snug.
I should be writing down these vocabulary words and stuff. Oh.
Or you could not do that. No one is making you.
I should definitely enthusiastically do that.
Good. They'll make you stronger and better. You're too old to be cool now. But find cigarettes, smoke them, blam. Instantly a cool renegade man. A mystical red dragon with smoke rising from his nostrils. Plus, smoking them gives massive bonuses.
Is there any in here? I don't think I want to barge into this lady's room.
The door is closed.
Yeah, maybe she'll give me a cig.
The door is closed. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on. A tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you. The door does not.
The door probably thinks you're a has-been loser too. You feel your funny necktie becoming tighter and tighter around your neck.
I'm not gonna barge into her room while she's taking a shower. Even this cop has morals. This is the weekend edition of the satirical newspaper Trompe Le Monde. This is where the lyrics would be. Big old karaoke mic just waiting for someone to sing into it. The speaker is connected to the radio. The music is seasoned with static.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
I don't think we're going to do karaoke. Too hungover for karaoke.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he's purposely ignoring you. A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. Something about it makes you feel bitter.
What happened to the bird?
Look, your buddy is over there.
Looks at the doors where a man in a bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
I'm a cop and I talk to whomever I please.
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
You look like a bartender.
That period of my life is over. Not everyone who stands behind a counter is a bartender, okay? I'm the cafeteria manager.
The
I have
difference.
3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in.
Where did this Sylvie go?
She just, you know.
There's something there, and it's not good. That's all you know for now.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop. Yes, you are. A real decorated hero.
I have a feeling like I broke the bird. What did I do?
What did you not do? First you took the body down, then you solved the murder, then you didn't trash my hostel room. Maybe you even negotiated the strike.
I think I'm going to abuse my power. I don't appreciate your tone. This is no way to talk to an officer.
It's not?
He raises his shoulders like he's about to say something, but then gets a hold of himself.
You're right. It's not.
He has no respect for you personally, but this man sees himself as a law-abiding citizen, and you a representative of that law. He tries to avoid outright conflict.
This abuse of power is why Broke AC wouldn't let me be a mod on his streams. Because he said I would abuse it. And he might be right. What's this? The menu has been wiped clean. Only the word Monday is written on it. This is a water cooler. A large bubble is rising to the surface. What's this? The soft purr of an electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone is working. And I'm going to waltz right back in there. Oh. The door is bolted. A sign reads, "Kitchen reserved for personnel until 1300. The wall sign reads, "Mess hall reserved from union members. Doors open at 1600.
Hello, sweetie.
Lena, the cryptozoologist's wife.
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
She nods towards the man in the orange bomber jacket. Tell me what to do. This royal pinball machine is unplugged. Hey, 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 what we got here? The bottle of rum has been knocked over. Beautiful dark liquid is spilling out. Well, we don't want alcohol abuse. Fix that. Sleeping dock worker. A man is sleeping at the table, wearing mud-caked boots and rolled-down overalls. The back of his shirt reads Wild Pines, encircled by a logo with a tree.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
I'm gonna pick those
The
pills up.
man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal your morale if you have morale damage.
Doesn't wake his ass up.
You gently shake his shoulder, but nothing happens. This man could probably sleep.
Alright, well. You got something to say, champ?
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You.
Kim Kitsuragi.
As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why?
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name.
Oh god, we forgot his name.
This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize. Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
It is not yet time.
Okay then.
He processes the information and then disregards it.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
You mean him? Yeah, I just talked to him.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
I have, yes.
Good. But even if you haven't, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Look, man, you know, yeah,
Does that mean the body is no longer in the tree?
completely.
Completely. Does that mean you took the body down from the tree?
No.
So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
How can you be so sure I'm from the police?
I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back.
I guess I'm
I
a cop.
suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General.
Inspectorate General?
Internal Affairs. and I'm not them. I'm from criminal investigation.
You said insignia. These white rectangles, you mean?
Yes,
But they're just white rectangles.
they're not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Revachol West. I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage, but again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job.
Shouldn't I have a badge or something?
You mean you don't have a badge?
I have my badge. I'm a policeman. Of course I have my badge.
Oh, if you didn't have your badge, then that would be very bad. You would need to report it on my shortwave. But since you do have it, we can go straight to the task at hand.
Okay.
After you, officer.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Alright, chump.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
The lieutenant glances at his little notebook.
Yes.
He responds tersely.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41.
He looks to you, realizing he still doesn't know your name. I'm currently in between names.
Fantastic.
It's like when you left your band, but you haven't decided on a solo artist name yet.
That's wonderful, really. I think so. But there's a dead body out back. No one wants to work in these conditions. It's been a week.
Nobody's taken a dead body out of this tree in a week?
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do a job. And for us to do it, I need you to stay calm.
Yes, of course.
For a moment, the cafeteria manager fidgets under the lieutenant's gaze. Then he gives in.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call, correct?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
He looks behind a pile of coasters, finds a slip of paper, and hands it to the lieutenant.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective,
What?
it's your turn.
Oh, you mean questions?
Yes, yes. He means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would?
Who killed him?
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
Did you kill
What
him?
are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
Suddenly you tense up. Blood is being pushed to your muscles. You should hound him on this. Hound him hard. The prey drive says.
Did you kill him, Gart?
No, I didn't.
You can tell me, Gart. You killed him, right?
I didn't. I don't appreciate this. What is this?
Why did you have to kill him?
Do I have to answer him? Is this mandatory?
The lieutenant stands motionless, his expression unreadable.
Did he hurt you? Is that why? Did you get some sort of sick kick out of killing him?
What are you, an idiot? I told you I haven't killed anyone.
Anyone? Have you killed someone else then?
He ignores you.
You know, we got the good cop, bad cop dynamic going on. Why did Sylvie
She
go
went
away?
away because none of your business.
This is the second time you've avoided the subject.
Oh my god, what is your obsession with this Sylvie person?
I want a
Get over it.
goddamn beer, and Sylvie's the only one that can pour it for me, apparently.
Maybe it's he who's obsessed with this Sylvie person. Certainly sounds like it.
Where's the body?
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
How did we get there then?
That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Does he want you to feel guilty of making that hole? It's implied in his voice.
Did I make that hole?
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
No one is saying the multi-pattern necktie you found tied to the ceiling fan can talk. No one. It must be merely imagination. But
Let's bail! Time to push the eject button! Sounds like a responsibility! You don't like those!
Damn right.
no, don't listen to him. It's madness. Just talk.
I don't owe you shit.
Oh, you don't owe me shit. Well, officer, you're right. You don't owe me shit, you owe me money.
We do not need to assert ourselves here. We only need instructions from him. This is the proprietor, remember?
Apparently he called me an F-slur.
But you see, he didn't.
You know, I get this all the time. Some hobo comes in here, or some backpacking arsehole off the boat. The next day, when they can't make their fees, they get aggressive. I just never thought I'd be in this shit with a cop. Please, just give me the money.
Who does that clown think he is? Arrest him!
But what is money?
What are you, brain damaged?
Actually, I might be.
Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend, and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really.
Where can I get
Are
money?
you serious? From your work? I don't know. You can take bribes, I guess. I'm sorry. I don't think cops can take bribes.
I'm definitely going to take bribes.
Some do take recompense, but only to survive.
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber. That's Cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either.
What happens now?
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
Officer, maybe you are better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
Fuck this place. I'll take my chances on the streets.
No, don't. There's no need. You really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them, ask for assistance. We have to get this investigation started now.
Good luck.
The man wants to say something, then thinks better of it.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
Do I even
But
have a
you've
home?
been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
I was up on Marble
Why did you
Hill.
say that?
Lieutenant Kurosagi, do you know a place called Marble Hill?
No. But isn't that an expression, not a place?
An
A
expression.
saying. Up on Marvel Hill, a great high place. One that is impossible to climb back to.
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
I'll live in a dumpster. I don't care. Fuck everything. Hobo cop.
Entertain the thought when you get the time. Maybe being a hobo and a cop has its advantages.
Can I help you? What thing?
Gart, I saw a sign that said I couldn't go into the kitchen. Why can't I go into the kitchen?
What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business.
Maybe there's something pertinent to the investigation in the kitchen.
He wasn't pan-fried. He was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to do with...
Changes his mind.
Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the cook is working. You can snoop around after that, if you must.
I saw a sign that said the mess hall is reserved
Yes,
for the union.
not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction.
He tosses his head in disdain.
They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
He hates the Union, but grudgingly recognizes its power over him. So he's directing his frustration at you instead. Retaliate.
It's a shame you gotta suck up to the union to stay afloat.
I don't. I'm simply providing a service, or really facilitating the offering of services to paying customers, and it doesn't matter. I don't have to explain myself to you.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info.
How do we find them?
We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
There's something else I want
What?
back to.
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
Yes, have you got it?
How much money do I owe
A
you?
lot. A lot. For the room, drinks, and broken window, 130 real. Like what? I was rarely enjoying talking about the money you owe me.
Guard, I saw another thing
Another
at the whirling.
thing. Great. I love those. Yes?
Alright. So long, douche. Lady, did you see anything?
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Who is Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer.
I'm no Sweetie, look at me.
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin.
You know what? Thanks, lady.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Her eyes glitter over the rims of her glasses as she looks up, smiling.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
How'd you like to roll with
Whatever
me?
do you mean?
Roll us up some cigarettes. I'm jonesing for a smoke.
Oh, no. I haven't smoked in years.
Why don't you smoke? It's great.
Cigarettes are a luxury, sweetie. Besides, I have to mind my health.
Wait, maybe she knows where you can get cigarettes. Delicious, toasty cigarettes stuffed to the tip with love. You should find out. You would do well to follow her example. Smoking is the reason you feel like a rag. It's painful for you to even ask these questions.
Can you tell me where to get
You
cigarettes?
should really ask someone younger and more mobile, sweetie.
But you're the most mobile person of them all.
I'm glad you think so, but I still don't know where you can get cigarettes.
You seem to be in a
Yes,
chair.
dear. I'm a paraplegic.
What's a
It means
paraplegic?
I can't use my legs. I was in an accident some years back, injured in the line of duty, as they say.
Were you a rugby player?
Oh no, far from it. Although, I did come out to watch the boys play when I was in school. Oh, those tan calves.
What'd you do
I
then?
was a training and development manager at a rapidly expanding mail order shoe company. You'd think it would be a safe job, but I had to be everywhere, and well, once I happened to be under some faulty scaffolding. I was lucky. This was almost 20 years ago, and I was compensated exceptionally well. One can only dream of such payoffs nowadays.
Thanks for clearing that up for me.
No problem.
There is no bitterness in her voice. She accepted the curiosity her condition inspires a long time ago.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or anything.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
Her eyes follow your movements with some concern.
She won't judge you, no matter what you say.
I hope you're right. I hope it's not too bad.
You know where we are, right?
I don't know, some seedy hotel.
A seaside hostel called the Whirling in Rags, to be precise. And the Whirling itself is in Revachol.
Honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Revachol. What kind of place is this?
How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days.
There's a pause as she studies your expression. You must look quite lost.
Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
I think it's 51.
That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Cops. We're living under the cop regime.
Actually, we are not. You could say that about almost any other nation, but not Revachol. Try one more time, officer. What mode of government?
Damn it. I was really hoping it would be a cop world. Okay, well, let's see.
Kind of democracy?
No, sadly not. Revachol is what's called a zone of control, under an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have no government of our own, and what democracy we have is market-driven.
There's no government. How's there cops?
Oh dear. And you were doing so well. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
It's a revolution.
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago.
But I'm a cop. Whatever it was hasn't stopped me.
Of course, sweetie. I really don't know how to explain it better.
I'm just a poor woman, she thinks. What do I know of these things? And how can I help you?
Who could tell me
Someone
more?
more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
She turns to the lieutenant.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez. Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
She gives you a small wave. Heap of snow melts in this wheelbarrow. Street sign reads, "Fuck the police." Pigs go home. The street name is illegible.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
You sound
We
surprised.
don't see a lot of police around here. That's all.
I have some questions for you.
Of course. What can I help you with?
What's this fuck the police business?
Excuse me?
She doesn't understand.
She's uncomfortable. Maybe you should drop this line of questioning.
The street sign says fuck the police.
Oh. Well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here.
What about the other sign? Pigs go home. Who are these pigs?
I don't know anything about that either. As I said, I didn't write it.
Even if she didn't write it, she should clean it.
You should clean it up if you get a chance. Be a citizen. Be a winner.
Okay.
She's probably not gonna do it.
Who are
Me?
you?
I am just a gardener.
And what are you doing
I
here?
am working.
Working on
I
what?
have a greenhouse in the yard there. I've been trying to get some work done.
There's discomfort. She stops mid-sentence.
But?
Well, as you probably know, there's a corpse hanging from a tree there. It smells pretty bad.
Right.
So I have to
The
take
corpse in the
breaks.
tree.
Don't worry, miss. We are here to clean it up. You can get to work soon.
Thank you. My head is about to explode from all the salts I've had to inhale. Of course. I won't hold you back.
She wipes her brow with the canary yellow
Her
glove.
gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
Can I borrow your gloves?
Sure. Keep them. I have another pair.
She hands you the rubber gloves with no visible annoyance. Goods from the lorry haphazardly litter the surroundings. Glossy magazine, most able-bodied men. This issue hosts the top 10 list. Jump Jams, a popular... I don't know, this guy's in the way. Oh no, they're much hunkier than you. You shouldn't feel threatened by handsome men. Don't be silly. Oh, am I going the wrong way? Yeah, we'll take some trash drugs. The man mutters to himself, accenting the beats as he goes along. I am the law.
You sure are, my man.
What's going on here?
It's the jam, my man.
He motions toward the sprawl of lorries with a sweeping gesture. What is the
It's
jam?
a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating. All around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days.
So limbo.
Upon days.
He glances south, down the road. Limbo, huh? So that's where I am.
Yeah, exactly.
How long have you
Feels
been
like
here?
forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Extravagantly phrased, but I can roll with it.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already.
Behind the laugh, however, a touch of sorrow.
So tell me, what do you need?
Give me smokes.
Nope. Don't smoke. Some of the other drivers do, though. There's still a few around, waiting for the jam to disperse. Or waiting for the sweet release of death.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going anywhere.
Yup, nothing wrong with that statement. Your senses have nothing to add.
Guess I'll
You
ask
could
around
also
then.
check the kiosk down the street. Frit. With 3 T's. Rebishaw's weird.
Anything about the dead man?
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
What do you keep him busy with? Murdering people?
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs.
In your
A
conclusion?
sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees.
Tell me about this strike.
It's like whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in or out.
What's the union
Some pretty
demand?
wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her
Takes a
soon
note.
enough, I'm sure.
What do you think the company
They want
wants?
to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
Anything else? I should
Anything
know?
else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do.
All of
Us
who?
lorry drivers. Cam, your nurse. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really.
Not you.
Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
He glances down the road towards the horizon, a glint of something in his eyes.
What's better than chasing transient pleasures? The more transient, the better. When one's ended, you can get onto the next one.
What are you hauling anyway?
High-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Time to arrest him.
Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man. I've got another haul of foul cargo. Mostly sporting goods, tracksuits, and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grodd in the Occident, though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately.
Can I get one of those Fallon tracksuits you're
We're
hauling?
pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy.
Nothing
Not
illegal?
unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
It's that machine.
Just rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
Not really. I just asked because, I don't know, it must be a cop reflex.
Yeah, it must be. Your job's to know all these little things, isn't it? Well, my job is to deliver tracksuit trousers.
There it is again. A little touch of sadness beneath his cool. He thinks he's spent too long in this lorry. The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
You got any money?
Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. They don't want to pay for unfinished work.
They
The
who?
bosses, man.
I don't know who these bosses think they are, but they sound like a good arrangement for them.
Yeah, it sure ain't good for me. Or you. I'd spare a coin or two for a city cop down in his luck. If I had saved 4 myself.
What do you see in his eyes?
In his eyes, an unfamiliar longing. Flecks of brown and gold.
Familiar
It's
how?
hard to say. His gaze wanders southwest, down the street that goes beyond the horizon. The road continues for miles, flowing together with other roads, turning into causeways or bridges, ending suddenly in dead ends. or ramping up or down highways, it forms a crisscross pattern across the land.
Where does it lead?
Above the General Quarter, in the form of a raised motorway, and then the never-ending sprawl of Forburg, high above buildings, new and old, the air filled with the rumble of motor engines. To the old south, to the farthest outskirts of Revachol, through the checkered fields of farmland, upstream to the river Esperance, past Montmartin, the border approaches.
What's beyond the
You
border?
cannot see. It's out of the city. Up ahead, the mist blocks all sight. A gale blows across your cheeks. It is cold. Before you stands a tall lorry driver with sad eyes.
It's in the southwest.
Excuse me.
I'm a cop, so I can fix anything.
There are things even a cop can't fix, my man. There's no helping in absence, you know? I miss my family. They're all I have. My wife, second kid on the way, waiting all the way in Diora. And here I am stuck in this shit, so far from home. Diora of the Seven Seas. It's on the other end of Le Caillou, pretty much, on another island called Laurentide, off mainland. We've got a little place there. Can almost hear my kid laugh when it snows. What's it like? Good. And bad. An ache that brings you joy. I think of them a lot. I dream up these silly scenarios in great detail of living with them. It comforts me. What about you, cop man? You missing someone?
Is that what it is? This feeling? No, it's scarier than that. You're pursued by a hunter, smelling of apricots and sorrow, and the past.
I feel hunted.
Hunted? By what?
By a shadowy figure known only to me as the X-something.
An ex-wife?
The pain burns in your chest, radiating. A crown of arteries on fire.
Ex-wife? No, it's a sinister presence that hunts me across all planes of existence.
Sinister presence? Wow. That sounds really bad. I hope that doesn't happen to my marriage.
Don't worry, I'm certain nothing bad is ever going to happen to your marriage.
Yeah. In marriage, you never know if you're doing the right thing. I hope we're doing our best to keep ours together, but... Thanks for this. It's nice to talk to someone. I know it wasn't easy to ask, so... I hope you find your way through your own troubles.
I'm good for now. Let's
Don't be a stranger.
Alright, I have to go... That's what I was looking for, that save. So I gotta go do some lessons. Yeah, I'm not sure about this game so far. It's just a lot of talking. Like, I know the game is a lot of talking. But... we'll see. I'll give it a few more hours next time. And we'll see how it goes. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Have a good day, and I'll talk to y'all